Hey everyone! Before we start, I just want to talk about Kha'Zix items and runes. And the first item I'd go for is Yumo's Ghostblade. Ghostblade is essential for Kha'Zix because not only does this give you more damage, it also has ability haste, armor penetration, and a momentum passive. This momentum passive gives you move speed, which allows you to move around the map faster, which is crucial for a jungler in the current meta. It also has a bit of attack speed to help you deal more damage in the team fight. Then the second item I'd go for is the Dynamic Boots, or Boots of Dynamism. This is one of the newest boots of wildrift. This gives you attack damage, move speed, and armor penetration. This is quite cheap, and it's something that you could get to increase your overall damage. Then the third item I'd go for is Edge of Night. This is also a very crucial item for Kha'Zix because the shield that this gives makes you immune to targeted CC such as Annie ult, Ashe ult, and Vi ult. If you're able to take care of the shield, then it's very hard for you to get caught. This also provides a bit of HP for sustain, for durability, damage, and even more armor penetration. After this is a flex, but usually you go with Serpent's Fang if they have a lot of shields, such as Barrier, Shield Bow, Janna, and the like. This is really good because it still allows you to burst them down, since this reduces the shield that they receive. An alternative item for this would be Black Cleaver. If they don't have much shielding in their team, this is another good item giving you more survivability, damage, ability haste, and Sunder passive, which we could easily use. Then the next item we go for is Mortal Reminder, giving you armor penetration and grievous wounds if they have a lot of healing in their kit. But if they don't have much healing, we could go for the Cerealdius Grudge because this would give you a slow plus more ability haste. Then the last item is always Guardian Angel. This gives you more damage, armor, and a resurrect passive, which will give you a second life just in case you get bursted down. Going to the runes with the new runes, first up is First Strike, and this is such a strong rune right now because of the gold and the true damage that this gives. As compared to Electrocute, this may have more damage overall, but with First Strike, you're able to get your items faster, plus have damage as well. Then the second rune I go for is Sudden Impact. This has good synergy with your third skill. When you go in, get a kill, reset, have leap again, and then you could keep spamming this Sudden Impact rune. Then the third rune we'd go for is Mark of the Week, one of the newest runes in Wild Rift. What this does is when you're able to mark an opponent, you could mark them using the Smite or second skill. This would increase their damage taken and increase your overall burst. After this, we go with the Zombie Ward. This is very important for junglers, and since we always want to buy Red Lens or the Sweepers, this would allow us to deward, put our own ward, and get AD out of it. If you're not used to dewarding, you could go for the Eyeball Collector. It makes life a lot easier, but usually Zombie Ward not only provides you with damage, it also helps you give vision to your team. Then the last rune I'd go for is Coup de Grace, going with the Precision Tree, because if the opponent has less than 40% HP, you deal more damage, and we always want to get the runes that help increase our damage so that we can burst the targets in the fastest possible manner. So that is it for Kha'Zix items and runes, and I will see you guys in game. Going into the game, I'm going to be playing First Strike Kha'Zix and show you how to abuse this rune. In this matchup, we're up against Lee Sin, and in a Kha'Zix versus Lee Sin, this is advantageous for Lee Sin due to having a better gank, faster clear, and stronger duel potential. But if we're able to safely farm the matchup and reach 2 items, we will have access to Edge of Night, which will give us a spell shield so that Lee Sin won't be able to burst us down. That's why we need to farm safely until we get to that point. If you noticed, what I did at level 1 is I switched to my control ward, placed it on the top side of the map, immediately recall, and switch to a Sweeper Trinket. The reason why I do this is because the control ward helps me get vision at the top side so that I know if Lee Sin's gonna go for the top scut, and then I switch to the Sweeping Lens because once I finish my clear, the cooldown of the trinket will be finished and I will be able to use it on the lanes. And if I'm able to get a successful deward on a lane, then not only will I get 30 gold, I'll be able to put my own vision in the lane, plus get additional AD because of the Zombie Ward rune. That's why junglers usually go for the Zombie Ward since its utility is very high, especially if you're able to use it properly. The clear that I'm doing is a red side clear into full clear because Kha'Zix has a really slow clear at the early game and he's not able to do much. His power spikes at level 5 once you're able to get your ulti plus the Q evolution. That's why when playing Kha'Zix, your main focus is to just farm in order to get your ulti as soon as possible. Your clear will also be a lot faster when you have your evolution on your Q. You only want to gank lanes if it's a guaranteed gank before level 5. And with the vision that I have, I know that Lee Sin's not at the top side due to my control ward plus my Dragon Lane's ward covering all of the entrances. That's why I'm able to safely secure this, and this is big because I will not get delayed in my level, and I assume that Lee Sin is at the bottom side. A fight happens top. I'm level 4. I still lack one wave or one camp. I checked to see if there's gonna be a fight, but seeing my Dragon Lane's HP, they're both very low, and I just play it safe. I want to get level 5 as soon as possible so that my ganks will be more effective, not just with the Q, but also invisibility, making my ganks a lot cleaner. I get level 5, look to see where the top lane is. They're both missing, so I go mid lane to try to gank the Yasuo. I see him that is half HP. Just in case he wants to go for an overextension, we could go and punish, but seeing him play safe, he just goes back, so we do the same. I buy my items, giving me more damage and helping me clear faster, and go back to my own camps. With what's happening right now, this is perfect for us. As much as possible when playing Kha'Zix, we don't want anything to happen in the early game so that we can farm properly and get our item before the first objective. I checked to see if I could gank bot, but seeing that there's a control ward there, no choice but to deward it, and I get my first stack of zombie ward, helping the Vayne get some vision. Pop the sweepers to see where Lee Sin can be, and what I see is that there's no ward in the right side, so mid is a possible gank depending on what the Yasuo does. After clearing the raptors, I position myself at the red, seeing that there's nothing else happening, get the buff, and then look for potential lanes to gank. At level 6, we deal some damage, plus with our serrated dirt, we should be able to get a successful gank if someone overextends. Speaking of which, I see that Yasuo overextends. Go in with my ultimate, auto attack, first kill. Yasuo is able to ult the Ori but gets caught by the tower. Even though he has a flash, we chase with our own leap and secure the kill. Lee Sin does a good job, ganking top as well, getting 2 kills, and seeing that they're both low, or the 3 of them are low, but with Varus recalling, it's gonna be a 2v1. Lee Sin has low HP, so I need to know which one's the Lee Sin, and as soon as he shows himself, we go for the burst. Force the Senna flash. I don't want to go for a chase, it's quite risky. I'll just take the 2 kills and go home to buy my Ghost Blade. As a Kha'Zix, getting 2 kills early is huge because we're able to complete this item sooner, increasing our power spike even more. The second item I'm going for is the new item, which gives us AD and armor pen, and it's a perfect item since it synergizes with our champion. Before the objective spawns, I take the blue buff plus Gromp so that I will be level 8 and have a level advantage on the matchup. We take this, we could possibly start the dragon, seeing that Lee Sin is bot. He's just going for a trade, and this is favorable for us since we do not have to worry about the 3 dragon win condition of the opponent. We take this pretty quickly, we have a lot of damage. Kha'Zix, one of the fastest solo objective takers, and seeing that Nautilus goes in, I know that Senna has no flash from earlier, so we go in, burst the Senna. Varus does a good job with the ulti, but he has no follow-up. Seeing the bot side, Vayne dies. I think Yasuo was able to get a successful gank. We have no choice but to go mid. Yasuo is playing greedy. Orianna dies with flash. We go in, sudden impact, plus the new rune, which is the mark, I forgot what it's called, plus first strike. We deal a lot of damage, burst down the Yasuo, and what I'm doing is I'm just shoving the wave. As soon as I see Lee Sin, I play it safe, I immediately flash so that he wouldn't be able to kick me back. I guess it's worth it, better than trading my own life. Vayne dies again, solo killed by Ornn. They're able to get 2 towers bot, which is not good, but seeing Ornn pretty low, and Ornn has quite a strong burst, that's why I'm playing it safe. But Orianna shows up, and it gives me confidence that we will be able to get the kill. I get fruits as well. Lee Sin tries to help, but it's too late. His Q doesn't connect, and we get a counter kill. Overall, we get a dragon, but we lose a lot. They get kills plus 2 towers. And with Yasuo overextending, we go for another catch. Go in with our leap. Yasuo has no more flash. We deal a lot of damage with first strike plus sudden impact. Not enough to get the kill. But, if you notice, and you look at the status bar, I already have 273 gold on the first strike. So, a tip that you could do when using the first strike rune is to always smite first, so that you would be able to proc the additional true damage plus the gold. Usually, you would want to do smite and then auto first, second, and the additional damage that you get will be converted into gold, which will help you get your items faster. Nautilus Hex Flash on the side. We catch the Senna plus Varus. We burst them down. I have my leap again. 98 gold from the rune. Look for the Lee Sin. He goes in, and look at the damage that I'm dealing with the new rune plus new boots. Our burst is kinda strong, even with just the Yomu's Ghostblade. Yasuo, if he decides to defend the tower, we would be able to burst. As soon as Nautilus gets a snare, we go in for the kill. I save my leap just in case Yasuo flashes, and we're back into the game. We get the tower, we get a lot of kills, plus almost 500 gold, which is equivalent to a long sword. Orianna pushes mid with her mid laner being down, and I go back to my own jungle, take blue, probably go back to base after due to having no camps, and buy more items. Orianna gets kicked in the mid, meanwhile, they're able to take down the Ori. I'm there in the side, but they have the numbers advantage. I wait for Varus to face check, but he's able to put a ward. I want to remove the reward for the zombie ward, but it's too risky and I have a shutdown. I don't want to risk my bounty for that. I go back to my own jungle, take down the raptors, plus the frogs, and then possibly go back since the objective is spawning soon. I'm quite strong. My teammates have some gold as well, and with Nautilus being at the front, if he's able to CC a target, we would be able to burst them down. With our back, we're able to complete Edge of Night, get a huge spike with almost 30 plus armor pen due to the boots, Edge of Night, Ghostblade, and this would allow us to burst targets in one combo. We would also be able to stack our first strike, giving us even more gold. What I'm doing now is I'm waiting for the dragon to spawn, and I'm thinking about going for the Cerulgias or Black Cleaver. I remove the Scryers so that they wouldn't have any vision, and what I'm doing is I'm waiting for my lens so that I could look for potential wards. I see that there's a ward there, we take it out, put a zombie ward, get some stacks, and with the dragon spawning soon, we should be able to get this pretty quickly. The only thing I'm worried about is that our Vayne is at the bot side, so if they're able to respond quickly, then they could possibly deny the dragon take. Lee Sin and Varus are in position, but they have no vision, so we go, burst the dragon, and Kha'Zix really fast on taking objectives. I don't even have Mastermind right now, but you could go for a Mastermind secondary if you want. Even without it, it's still good. Vayne goes for a bot tower, so it's a win-win situation for us. Not only do we secure the dragon, we're able to take the bot tower as well. Scuttle is up, we take this camp, and then look for someone to catch. I haven't tested the damage that I could deal yet. Nautilus doing a good job roaming with the jungle. When we're able to find someone, we would be able to burst them down. The only problem is, Ornn is quite tanky, and that's the only target that I do not want to go for. But we're able to at least half Ornn's HP. Ulti hits me, I use my ultimate so that he wouldn't get caught. Orianna with a good ulti. I wait for the opponents to miss position so we could go for a possible burst. Play it a bit safe. I don't want to lose my streak. As soon as I see Lee Sin out of position, we burst them down, and look at the damage that I'm dealing. 600 gold. Senna is overextended. I tried to go for a catch, but I didn't know that Yasuo was there. I tried to last hit the Senna so that I could get my third skill reset, but unfortunately, we got baited. Good job on their part. Nautilus is pushing mid, Vayne is free pushing top. Overall, it should be okay. I initially bought the Last Whisper, but I decided to go for the Black Cleaver because at this point, I need more sustain, and the Cerealia will only work on the Ornn, which is something that I don't want to attack anyway. I'll leave the Ornn to my teammates to burst. I want to focus all my efforts on the squishier targets. And if you look at the squishier targets, they have no armor, which is why Cleaver is a good option against them. After spawning, we go back to our topside camps. They're all up. We clear again while waiting for something to happen. The next thing that I want to happen is get level 13, then having ulti, and then second evolve so that we would have poke, even more poke potential. We have Orianna, who's doing pretty well. Jhin also with a lot of poke. The only problem right now is Vayne. He keeps split pushing, but as long as he doesn't get punished, it should be fine because she's a scaling champion. What I'm doing now is just clearing my camps as usual. Top side, there's a fight, 1v1, but Jhin is there to help. I see Lee Sin trying to secure the Scud, but when Ornn shows up, I have no choice but to go back, clear my camps again. Vayne dies on a 1v3. Not sure what happened. Overall, it's okay as long as it's a trade and I'm able to farm freely. Orianna helps me a bit. It's nice of her. We get level 13. Our ulti evolve, our second skill evolve is up. The only thing that I need to buy is Black Cleaver. And I immediately go back to base in order to get this item. With nothing else happening in the map, this is the perfect time to get this. And then the next item I'm going for is Zhonya's. But since I have 600 gold, I'll just buy a longsword. Probably going for the Cerealia's or Mortal Reminder next item. I haven't fully stacked my zombie ward, but I have gotten a lot of money due to the first strike passive. And using my sweepers, we see that there's a ward there. And if you noticed, a zombie ward didn't spawn. So when you use a zombie ward, you should always get the last hit. Even though the sweepers was coming from me. I just learned that right now. And I will apply it on the next games. Dragon will be spawning soon. I just want to push bot so that we would have bot priority. And just in case someone goes for the defense, we would have the numbers advantage. But I don't know why. My teammates decided to fight mid. They get caught out under the tower. Nautilus is out of position, and with 3 members down, they have the numbers advantage. It's currently a 2v4. Nautilus is there, so I wait for my Edge of Night to pop up. I see that Varus overextended. Look at the burst! Bam! One-shot Varus. Good job with Nautilus on the CC. I get poked down a bit, flash in, get another kill onto the Senna. I dash out for safety. Ornn is quite tanky but is out of position. I have my Isolate, and Nautilus is just tanking. I go around while waiting for my third skill, and seeing that they're both low on HP, we put down the Ornn, get another reset, get another kill, and that's a beautiful 2v4. And that is how to use Kha'Zix. You always look for the isolated targets, burst them down, and then when you get your third skill reset, you can just go out. What I wanted to do here is solo the dragon while my team takes the Baron. At this point, getting 3 DRs is more important than getting Baron Nashor. Because if we all went for the Baron and they respond, they would be able to contest or probably steal the third dragon. Best case scenario, if my team 4-man the Baron and I solo the dragon, after securing the dragon, I immediately go bot side to secure the Baron. But either way, it's okay. Win-win situation. We still get the 3 dragon, plus we get a lot of gold. If we look at the first strike, I'm already at 721 gold. And we're going for the Last Whisper so that we would deal even more damage. Take the blue, give the shared buff to the Orianna, and then clear my bot side jungle before doing anything else. The map, at this point, I want to try and bait the Baron so that they'll face check and I can look to burst their squishy targets. Use my lens just in case there's any ward. I don't see any. Vayne was able to remove one of their wards. We play a bit greedy and start the Baron, but it's okay since Vayne deals a lot of damage plus my Isolate. Lee Sin shows up. Too late. Nautilus, good job zoning. We take the Baron. Try to burst the Yasuo, has the Immortal Shield Bow. Use my ultimate, but we get knocked up. We get punished. Vayne dies as well. Good job on the Yasuo. plus Ornn. And that's when I thought, should I go shield bow? Because of the fact that Yasuo was able to live that long because of the shield bow. Plus wind wall. Even though we get Baron, a disaster team fight, Jhin gets caught out, Orianna flashes in for some random reason trying to help our ADC. Gets caught, dies, and that's actually a negative Baron power play. Luckily, we're able to get Baron, and with the Baron buff, it still should be on us even when we revive. I go for the Mortal Reminder instead of the Cerylea because I looked at their items. Yasuo has a lot of lifesteal, and that's another reason why he was living for so long. He was able to deal a lot of damage, plus have a lot of durability with the shield bow. I skipped Serpent's Fang because I thought that it's not worth it since he's the only champion that can have a shield. Lee Sin and Senna tries to catch me. Good thing I have my lens. Look at the burst. Jump plus Q, 1k damage onto the Senna. Ornn randomly shows up. I have to use my stasis. We dodge the Ornn ulti, then flash onto the other side. Nautilus is able to arrive. I play safe a bit. I go for the plant because Varus might still have ulti, then wrap around, try to catch them. But seeing that my team is able to win the fight, we go for the Varus who's out of position, deep to the Ornn, and we burst him as well. We win the 4v4. Vayne is still busy split pushing bot till this day, and that is why I hate AD Baron laners because they always do their own thing. Luckily, my team is doing well. Special props to the Nautilus. Look at the damage that I'm dealing. 500 per Q, plus first strike. Juke the tornado and get the kill. Even with shield bow, if the Yasuo is isolated, we would be able to burst him easily. Elder's up, which is the perfect opportunity. We should be getting this for free. And with 4 of their members still down, Vayne is able to get the bot inhibitor. Orianna positioning herself to get the top inhibitor. I get the red buff before doing anything else in the map. Then I wait, look to see if I can burst anyone. I ping my team to go and fight. Ornn's the only one trying to defend. We take the tower. Mid's the only one up. And I wait to see if anyone overextends. Speaking of which, Ornn overextends, and with Elder Bomb plus my Mortal Reminder, we deal some damage, we take him down. I can buy my GA now, but since we have a strong momentum, I look to see if I can burst someone. One-shot the Senna, jump into the side. I'm isolated at the right side, but my team is doing pretty well. Nautilus dies, but Jhin is able to get a double kill. And with all of their members down, Varus the only one left. We just go for the Nexus and end the game. Really good play. And that's how you use Kha'Zix. The runes plus the boots suit him really well, giving him a lot of burst. And we're able to abuse it to a victory. 95% at Grandmaster. We get MVP. Props to the Nautilus for all of the crowd control that he provided. 12, 2, and 12. 32k damage dealt, 4k damage taken. Good game, and I hope you guys enjoyed our Kha'Zix gameplay. And I'll see you next time. Peace out. Ciao, ciao.